Okay, so tomorrow night, um, Mr. Biden will address the nation, not State of the Union, just a little speech in front of Congress. It'll be in the House chamber. And the speech is called The American Families Plan. Oh, so the American Families Plan is to make life easier for working class, poor, and I guess middle class families. That's what President Biden wants to do, make life better for those categories. All right. And so he's going to unveil how he's going to do this. I already know. So I'll tell you in case you are doing something else tomorrow night. Number one, he's going to try to pick up the tab for everybody's child care and universal pre-K. That's good. Go to school before kindergarten. And if you need child care to go to work, government's going to pay. Now, you'll have to be below a certain amount of money, earnings, maybe 100 grand, 90 grand in there, but government's going to pay that. All right. Then family and medical leave, which means if you're a guy and your wife gives birth, you can take whatever they decide, a month, 6 weeks, whatever. And then medical, you can do, government will tell you, but they're going to pick the tab up for that. All right. Then the child tax credit to 2025, that's just a deduction you take on your taxes. Then the earned income tax credit, same thing. And then Affordable Care Act subsidies, more of those, please. That's Obamacare. And that's basically paying for poor people's health care. And they'll expand that. So all of this is going to cost about 1.8 trillion. A lot of jack, right? And that goes on the 2 trillion for the American Jobs Plan. This is the American Families Plan. The Jobs Plan is already in motion. That's 2 trillion. This is 1.8. So it's 4 trillion new spending. New spending. This is no money allotted to this at all. Okay. So now, in order to do this, Mr. Biden has to tax the wealthy and the corporations and the achievers. All right? Anybody who's got assets, you got to kick in. Now, that's not going to cover it, not going to nearly cover it, but that's what he has to do. So he's going to raise the income tax level on high earners. He's going to raise the corporate tax level, 21 to 28. He's going to raise and this is the most controversial, the capital gains into the 40s for people earning more than $1 million a year. And that's the primary investor class, by the way. And he's going to do all of that, okay? Get that money from the affluent. But he's going to say, if you're earning less than $400,000, you're not going to have to pay us. That's not true, as we saw with the gas rise. It's a de facto tax. Since Biden's been in office in my town on Long Island, $1 a gallon. Gas $1 a gallon, because he attacked the fossil fuel industry, and those people are raising the prices. When corporations pay more tax, they will raise prices. That's a tax on you, an indirect tax. So everybody knows. So this is what you're going to get tomorrow night. You're going to get that. And the reason that this is happening is that the Democrats want to divide the country into tribes. That's the equity thing. Okay? And they think they could put together a big coalition of working families and poor that will overwhelm the Republicans in 2022. So you're going to get money if you're poor or working class directly from the federal government, just like you did with COVID. Same thing. You're going to get checks coming in. And that will, the Democrats believe, assure the Democratic Party power going forward. That's what this is all about. Okay. Now, what will likely happen, and I don't believe that Biden's going to get nearly what he wants, so he'll negotiate with the Republicans in the Senate, and they'll pare it down. So he wants a capital gains tax of 43%, whatever it may be. It'll get down to 35, 34, in that range. Okay, they'll pare it down. But whatever he does in corporate and in capital gains is going to hurt the economy. It won't happen till November because COVID spending will drive the economy. You'll see all of these CNN stories. What a great economic plan Joe Biden has. All of that is just people going out finally after a year and a half and spending, consumer spending. And that'll, the next couple of quarters will lift the economy. But then corporations are going to lay off. No doubt they will. They'll stop R&D, research and development. Some will move overseas. So the marketplace will be constricted. Then the investor class, that's me, and I was on the phone with my guys this morning. And I said, if they get to 40, I'm going to stop buying stocks. I'm not going to buy any. All right, I'm going to hold some of what I have, but if that looks like it's going to go through, I'll sell a bunch of stuff that's, but I'm not buying anymore. I'm not paying 40% capital gains. I won't do it. Now, you think I'm alone? These brokers know, all right, that they're going to get hammered right between the eyes because a lot of people like me are going, well, wait a minute. I'm taking a risk buying a stock. Remember, you can only write off $3,000 in losses. And if you got a bad stock, you could lose a lot of money. Government, I don't care. But if you got a winner and you hold it more than a year, it's a 20% hit now. Biden wants to double it. Come on. Come on. People will stop buying stocks. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Woo! Boom. Absolutely going to happen. Now, here's the kicker on this. And again, this goes back to Biden's speech tomorrow night. If you do watch it, remember what I am telling you. The highest amount of tax dollars ever to go into the U.S. Treasury happened in 2019 under President Trump, under his tax cut system, okay? $3.5 trillion in tax money went to the U.S. Treasury in 2019. By far, the highest amount of tax the federal government has ever gotten. Why? Because it was boom time. Because people were trading stocks. And every time you traded, you have to pay a capital gains. And people were making more money in the marketplace. All right? African Americans had the highest median income ever. All of those workers are paying more tax. And so under Trump, $3.5 trillion flowed in. Far more than under Obama. Because when the country is doing well, when workers are doing well, when people are making money, the government taxes those wages. Now, Biden is taking a huge gamble, enormous gamble. This country goes into recession, the progressive movement is dead. DOA. Fellow Americans, I am concerned about the U.S. dollar. Huge debt, as you know. Will it stay as the world's reserve currency? That's why now more than ever I recommend you diversify with gold and silver. And the only company I recommend, and have for years, is American Hartford Gold. I trust them. I've personally done business with them. They sell physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA. And they make it very easy. So call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold shot up more than 40%. Silver, more than 60%. So don't wait. Call them now. 866-501-5201. 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.